All right, this is going to be going over today, um, Thursday, February 5th, AM session, um, based on our charting last night. So this is where we were at last night. Had marked out previous high low EQ on all assets. Was anticipating YM to potentially continue being bullish. Continue. You can see we found support here at EQ of the weekly OB on NQ. And so at the very minimum, even if we are to move lower, which is where I'm anticipating price to move down here, and I'll get into this in a minute. Need a rebalance first, this candle at a minimum. So this is our key level for this morning, at which we would look for price to either, reject or see what happens after that. So this is where we're at on the daily. We can go down here and see here, and I'll have to back it up. Let me go here to faster. Okay, so let's talk about this because this is where. So previous day low gets taken. Oh man, I went too much. Or did I? Yeah, I did. Hold on. Okay, so this is where we're at coming into market open. And a little bit earlier, I'll just zoom out so you guys can see. And you can see that 7:15, we take previous day low. Okay, so boom, we take previous day low prior to market open, and then 40, right? And then what is this? Yeah, 7:45. Okay, not that we're awake at this time. So let's speed this up. Let's just get to what's going on here. I just wanted to point out that previous day low was already taken. Coming to 8:30, so you can see here we're consolidating. Okay, right? We get a suit pair to expand, but again, consolidation. Okay, now we're coming into 9:15, so market open. So what I end up doing is I'm looking at YM because YM is the leading asset in my opinion. YM is already closing bearishly, right? YM is already closing bearishly way down here, okay? And the reason that is important is because if we're in consolidation, then I want to see 9:30 open high and manipulate, right? To give me the correct PO3 function to enter shorts, right? But maybe rebalance or something like that. So that's what I was looking at. Now, I wasn't feeling good this morning, so I didn't end up getting up. I only got 4 hours of sleep last night. But this is the tape reading that would have occurred. Because we rebalanced Asia overnight, I took this trade here to Asia EQ overnight. But anyways, you can see that we SMT cleared that, so no reason for market to go higher. It already told us its position here, so that's what I was looking for. So then if we play it through here, and I'll slow it down here, I'll bring in ES. Very cool. So this is prior to market open right now. We're at 23. So 15 opens low. Okay, and here's 30. Okay. So I would be watching ES for SMT, which we currently have with this high. But you can see that YM did not take this low, just barely. So this is a rebalance to continue lower. Okay, which tells me if I'm trading NQ that this 9:30 open low. Okay, so I need to wait for 45 because incorrect PO3 entry function, right? Okay, so then I'd wait for 45. Here's 45. Open high. OB. Not valid yet. Valid now. We can enter a short. Okay. Right. And then I would be, because in this particular instance, NQ is the leading asset, the stronger asset here. Because NQ is going or YM is going to take over here. I'm going to be watching YM levels, right, to be taking targets on here, right? I have this low here as well, right? So that's what I was watching. And then anyway, so we can play this through. Okay, so like right here, with this low being taken, that would have been fine. Good for me. So that was today's trade. So let me stop that. That was the AM session.